Welcome to Canton, Ohio, birthplace of professional football and home to the NFL's Pro Football Hall of Fame. We'll be bringing you the 2017 enshrinement, plus the kickoff to the NFL season. Welcome to Football City, USA. Hello, is this your potato? Charlie Boots here, and we are on the scene, and I'm here with a very special young lady who has a very special potato here with her. She drew an Irishman in very fast with it.
I'm a brand ambassador for the Big Idaho Potato.
Okay.
I'm also known as one of the Tater Twins, so there's another tall blonde girl, and she's my Tater Twin.
I like that.
After Canton, we are going to Wyckoff, New Jersey. We're going to go to YMCA.
Wyckoff. Before she gets there, folks, it's Wyckoff. So before you get to Jersey and they throw you under the rug, we know you're a legend on the grill. I got a question for you. If you turn around, there's an ingredient you're gonna see. I'd like to know what you would cook with it.
We'd have to probably go find us a Brahma bull or something like that. So we're gonna cook a little horse meat. But the problem is, in the United States, horse meat is illegal.
How many wins you guys say the Broncos put up this year? All right. They say about one each. Not the most talkative, fellas. Let's see what these records are going to be. Kick us off in Baltimore.
Baltimore's going to Minnesota for their final game of the season, Super Bowl 52, baby.
Oh, gee whiz. What are these eyelashes, a mile long?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
12-4.
Yikes.
13-3.
13-3.
I agree. I say
You know what? 14-2.
14-2 to 15-1 for our mighty Oakland Raiders.
I really think Cleveland's going to really creep up on the rest of the NFL real quick. Walk a mile in these shoes, but let me tell you something.
Shaking off the Bengal bombs.
Yes, did you get one last night?
Yeah, I did. How long is the get-up process, and how long does it take to put it all together?
Takes me from the time I wake up till the time I'm ready to walk out the door about 45 minutes.
Well, we got the Oscar Mayer wiener rolling in on us. That is a terrible way to go out.
Like I said before, 16-0. We're going to go 16-0. We don't need anything, just brute force. We are going to win. We are going to win. We are going to win.
Oh, no.
How many Super Bowls you got?
I don't even drink coffee.
And we go from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, and now we're on a roll. When you're talking Titans, you're talking Super Bowl.
Hoo-yah! Folks, we are here with Buffalo's Bell Ringer. Is there any personal relation to the great Buffalo Bill?
Oh, yes.
We are right in the heart of it now with President of the Pro Football Ultimate Fan Association, Ram Man. Ram Man, good morning, and how are you feeling?
Good morning, Charlie. We're still rolling, man. It's like we rolled right last night, right into this morning.
I mean, when you see all this support, does it amaze you how much this thing just keeps growing and growing?
It is, and it's hard because we try to find only the ultimate, top 1% of the fan base.
The Pro Football Ultimate Fan Association, community leaders, some of the best people in their communities.
Yeah, they do a lot of charity work at home. Yep. But what we do during this kickoff weekend, enshrinement weekend, is we all come together as a team. Yep. And we do our charity work here over the weekend, and we'll raise $15,000 to $17,000 for our charity here locally, J. Babe Stern Center.
That's amazing.
We're all together, 32 teams combined as one. We love our team, but you got to respect everybody else who has the same passion that we have. That's what it's all about.
I know that my heart was broken when I was up here. Found out that our quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, went down with an injury. Putting my trust in Coach Gase, that he's going to do the right thing, get us a quarterback, whether it's Matt Moore or if he's going to get us somebody else.
Folks, the Finns are here at training camp in Canton, putting in hard work. They lost their quarterback, but the fans are already training, ready to replace him. What is the knighting process?
Respect the Queen. You have to be able to drink a cup of tea properly. You need to speak the Queen's English. God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen.
And just win, baby.
Exactly.
It starts here at the beginning of the game when you walk in. They call it the Wing of the Centuries for a reason. It takes you from the 1900s all the way around to modern day. Look at some of the gear they were using in the early days. Look at the Beezer guards, folks. And this right here is what they call the birth certificate of the league. The first proof of contract that a player got for playing pro pigskin right here in Canton, Ohio. If you're a good American, you heard of George Washington, the first U.S. president, and Jim Thorpe, the first NFL president, one of the greatest athletes we've seen in American history. Not only did he hold his own on the gridiron, but his peers respected him so much that they made him the NFL's first president. Here's an original Canton Bulldogs jersey. We had these beautiful sweatshirts here that looked like it wasn't that easy to be breathable. Brooklyn Dodgers sideline jacket. A lot of the early teams took on the names of the MLB teams to build a buzz early in the formation of the leagues.
I grew up in Canton, Ohio.
Wow. So what was the...
1946.
1946 you're born?
Getting old, you got it. You know, really, actually, I didn't even know why you're here today. Like, Canton has no relationship with football. We don't care about football. I don't care about football in any way, shape, or form. It's something that I never even think about. And let's do it, buddy.
And he's got the 7 on.
You got it.
Look at that, and that's a big noggin that thing went on, huh? Folks, one of the most legendary football teams, the McKinley Bulldogs.
You talk about tradition, and you talk about football in the country, Northeast Ohio football. Football in Stark County with 2 teams here, Canton, McKinley, in Massillon, the rich tradition. And going back to 1894 when the Massillon Tigers, Canton McKinley Bulldogs, the War of 1894. Even to this day, when we play them, it's hatred. There's no other word for it. I mean, it's a rivalry that nowhere else in the country can touch it. I think the mayor has some shoes from 1894, but we won't talk about that. With winning come expectations, and you could be 9-0 and you could be the head coach and lose to Massillon and they'd fire you. The Canton McKinley Bulldogs will be the only high school in the country to play their home games in a $140 million NFL stadium. As Dave Baker said to our team last week out in the stands, this is your stadium.
It's really been amazing. Since about the mid-90s, it seems like they've really been in overdrive over there. There's been expansion on top of expansion.
The goal is to have Canton be synonymous with excellence. This will give us an opportunity to attract corporate America here, the best of the best when it comes to medical and research, especially for concussions and things of that nature.
Tom Benson was the first person nationally to step up from the NFL, and he donated, $10 million to the stadium and another $1 million to an entity which is going to be known as Legends Landing, which is going to be senior housing essentially for retired and next NFL players.
There's going to be a hotel up there. There's going to be more fields. Anything that makes this, a 365-day attraction, make people want to stay in town.
Are you guys all Cleveland Browns fans?
Somebody brought this in today too. I'm sorry, you got it. We're ready now.
All you guys got to do is get the Bulldogs to play for the Browns, and maybe we'll get the winning recipe.
JR is going out and trying to negotiate that today.
What is your favorite thing to look at on the horizon here?
I like the whole panorama really, and again, when the sun moves from the east to the west, everything changes a little bit and so forth, but it's pretty cool that we look out over where the Hall of Fame is. It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
Charlie Boots here at Cultured Coffee in Canton, Ohio. It's the best coffee in town and waffles that are to die for. We're gonna go with the Wonder Waffle and the Scout, which is basically a graham cracker, marshmallow bonanza in a waffle. Pumped. Whoa, this looks incredible. Have you ever seen something like this? These are waffle monsters they're constructing here at Cultured Coffee. I guess we ain't calorie counting in Canton. This is beautiful. Gee whiz. So folks, as everyone knows, we grade our food on the Yowza meter here at the Charlie Boots Show. We have the Scout Waffle, which is pretty much the graham cracker marshmallow chocolate Scout special, and we have the Wonder Waffle, the unicorn blowout. You kidding me? Or B, I guess you gotta try part of the yodel. Yowza meter? Yeah. 10 out of 10 yowzas over here.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 yowzas on the Scout. Folks, make sure next time you're in Canton, Ohio, you come and visit our friends at Cultured Coffee and tell them Charlie Boots sent you. So folks, we are here at the NFL's Hall of Fame Fun Fest, and I am joined by Packers superfan, the ultimate Packer backer, and the Packer Pumpkinhead. Fellas, how are you, and what do you make of this festival?
I've come here every year, and this is one of the best ones, I'd have to say, even last year when the Packers played.
Pumpkinhead, what's your favorite holiday? Gee whiz, all-time favorite vegetable. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Yes. The peripheral vision, definitely rough on the peripheral. Other than that, oh geez. What's been your favorite part of the whole weekend this year?
Favorite part, I would have to say, this year was the parade. And meeting you has been fun.
And it's incredible. You meet new family the whole time. Very cool. You're welcome.
Thanks, bro.
This is basically the lay of the land here. You got all the sponsors. They have their tents, and the tents aren't just about the products. There's a lot of activities involved. They got the stage here going. The crowds are going nuts. They had them doing a chicken dance contest out here. How you doing? 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 Doing. All right, so folks, we are here at the Hall of Fame. This is the, I guess what you call the merchandise tent here at the Hall, where all the official sponsors are selling their gear. And I'm here with two big players representing the Cowboys, my man Malachi, and representing the Raiders, my man Brandon. Boys, how we doing?
Good.
You having a good time?
Yes.
What was your favorite part so far this weekend?
Everything.
What was your favorite part?
The parade.
Oh, you hit the parade? See any of the sports characters? You guys got girlfriends yet?
No.
You?
Yes.
Whoa! This is what I wanted to ask you. This is a very important question, boys. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an anesthesiologist.
Really? And what do you want to be?
An army man.
Did you go to the Army tent outside?
No.
All right, let's do it. Let's find out what the best challenge is for guys your age. Hello. But I'm here with two soldiers, Mr. Moore, Mr. Roberts, and we're about to go and help them with some of their training before they hit the activities here at the Go Army tent. If you're going to be a big Army soldier, what do you want to learn before you join?
How to shoot a gun.
Oh, geez. What's the best you guys could teach us in regards to aim?
Okay. Hold it up, all right? Using your elbows as a prop, okay? So when you actually shoot, it kind of rocks back a little bit. Select a target and squirt them.
All right, folks. We are here right now, Canton, Ohio. I'm with the two strong young warriors, Malachi and Brandon. Fellas, right now, this is the mission. This sled here, you get it down there. You're pushing this side, you're pushing this side. You're gonna work as a team, which is what the U.S. Army does, and all these NFL teams do. You bust out 5 push-ups each. After the 5 push-ups, you grab the rope and you drag this thing back here. Are you ready, gentlemen?
Yes. Yes.
1, 2, 3, go, fellas! Go, fellas! Let's go! Let's go!
Come on, keep going. Keep pushing.
Let's go!
Keep pushing. Come on, move it. Dig. All right, good job.
This is where you just gotta hope you don't get a fart blown by you.
Yeah.
Push. Let's go. Bring it in. Pull. This is where the best and the brightest come, right here. Flex some muscles. Looking good. Let me see what kind of muscles you got after that. That's a strong Raider. And folks, we're signing off here with Mr. Moore and the two Warriors right here for the Charlie Boots Show at Funfest Village, Canton, Ohio.
The first ever
champions of the National Football League, the Akron Pros, and it was not always celebrated with these big gaudy rings. No, no, no. Beautiful gold watch fob here was the first commemorative piece for the first championship. Every Super Bowl ring from 1 all the way up to Super Bowl 51 that we just had. And these things went from humble rings with 1 to 2 stones in it to commemorate your wins to straight up knuckle guards. Look at this thing. New England Patriots 283 diamonds. Be sure to check it out right here at Pro Football Hall of Fame. We are in Millsburg, Ohio, and we are at a true gem, the world famous Heine's Cheese and Fudge, and I am here right now with Sharp Jack, as I call him, tour guide here at Heine's.
Well, Heine's was started in 1935 when John Dahlwalder came back to the United States. He got married from Switzerland. He was a master cheesemaker. And these master cheesemakers were needed to help the Amish because they were all milking cows and they needed somewhere to sell their cheese.
So the Amish, they have the cows, they have the ability to produce the milk, but they didn't have the technology to make the cheese.
That's exactly right. They weren't able to make the cheese and they had nowhere to sell their milk. So they would bring their milk in the wagons with the horses hitched up to the little cheese factory.
So how many cheeses does Heine's produce, and what are we exactly seeing in these tubs here?
We're presently doing about 40 different flavored cheeses. And we do those cheeses right here. And you see, when you look in here, you see these big vats, these big tubs. If you fill 7 of them, you make about 13,000 pounds of cheese. We do that in one day.
That's what you don't say gee whiz, you say cheese whiz when you're here at Heine's.
Right.
The Hall of Fame and the Canton annual holiday, does that bring a lot of attention here to Heine's?
Very definitely. People come here and they visit the Hall of Fame and then they want to see where the Amish live.
Favorite all-time cheese at Heine's?
Favorite all-time cheese? Well, I'm going to have to go back again probably and talk about the yogurt cheese. Yogurt cultured cheese.
Steve?
I like yogurt bacteria.
Steve Tate?
Hey!
With a fistful of cheese? How often do you see these Packers fans come strolling through your factory?
Oh, mine, the yogurt cheese.
Gee whiz. Not only do we have Sharp Jack, but from Green Bay, Wisconsin, we have Steve, the owner, Tate. I can't believe I'm sitting in a cheese factory. You go by, what do you got there?
These are cheese curds. Here, have you ever had a cheese curd?
First time.
So they got to be squeaky.
That is squeaky.
Yeah. Right.
How are our cheeseheads going to do this year?
We're going for our 14th World Championship, and we're going to win it in Minnesota in their dome.
We shall see, folks. All right. We also got someone saying the Browns might pull over.
Yeah, I got to bring back Bernie Kosar.
We just grew up in small towns like this, and we had cheese factories not this size. But a lot of times when they make cheese, it's the curd and whey. Well, whey is the byproduct, that watery stuff. They pump that out and it freezes, right? Right. That's where we played hockey on.
Skating on cheese. Well, fellas, you know, I don't know that we could agree on ball clubs all the time, but one thing I do know we can agree on is good cheese and good dairy. And right now, I'd be honored to try some of the cheese here at Heine's with you fellas. You up for that?
Absolutely.
So it has lights. What are we trying first?
Well, let's try this mild Swiss.
All right.
Mild Swiss cheese, a big cheese in the Amish country.
Tell you what, folks, Johnny Manziel was also a big cheese in this territory for a little while. So we got our toothpicks. This is really a World Series of cheeses.
We got mild cheddar, and we got extra sharp.
That's beautiful. How do you age cheese?
Well, you put it in a cave or a cave-like room, because they discovered that the conditions of a cave, along with the good active bacteria in the cheese, will flavor. So you just leave the cheese.
Are you kidding me?
So this one's 2 years old.
That's like getting knighted. When you get handed cheese from a cheesehead, it's as good as getting knighted, folks.
Relax and eat that sharp cheese. You don't usually eat as much of the sharp as you would the mild because it can get very, very sharp.
Cut your tongue on that, folks.
Yeah. Everything in the cheese is natural. This coloring is from a vegetable plant. It grows in the rainforest.
Bermuda onion. Amish smoked cheddar. Can we try
Oh
that?
yeah, we actually smoke it. You build a fire kind of like a super grill, and you put the cheese through there, and it smokes right through the cheese.
Amish butter cheese.
Oh, here's one for you. Jalapeno.
Hello, Mr. OB. Would you like to try the little jalapeno cheese? We're talking before, and Mike says, Charlie, there's one cheese I try to stay away from. Lindbergh cheese. Lindbergh cheese. Holy smokes. Got a smell to it, huh?
They say if you can get past the smell, it tastes pretty good.
Really? My first Lindbergh, big Lindbergh boots.
You got boots vision. It smells like feet.
Whoa.
Let me get through the first step. Let me get through the first.
Think about a marathon.
You know what?
Nah.
So folks, not only is Heine's world famous for their cheese, but also the fudge. And what's better than fresh fudge straight out of Heine's? They got cheese fudge at Heine's. Thank you guys so much for joining us today, man. And Jack, thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
Are you sick of a porch that only faces one direction? No more. Charlie Boots Portable Rotating Porches is now here. Your view will change. Your sights will change. Your feelings, your theme parties will change. Way to go. This is the most beautiful porch in the game, and we can rotate into your neighborhood for the simple price of $1,000. Flat rate. Charlie Boots' rotating porches coming to a town near you.
So one of the cool little things about Canton is, as people roll in, the locals cordon off the yards, and there's local parking.
We've lived in this house for 19 years now. And like we were telling you, it's kind of bittersweet because the Hall of Fame is buying up all the properties in the surrounding area to expand their territory, demolishing the houses and then building.
The plans aren't really solid for where our house is going to be, but it's going to be something massive. It's such a quiet neighborhood the entire time, so the only other time we get parking is when we have the Massillon and McKinley game.
But I think what's really cool is just seeing all of the people that come from so far away. So we've had years where people will pull up in our yard and park, and then they'll tailgate from the back, and we just get to hang with them. Now, with them expanding the Hall of Fame, it's going to be a destination.
And here's the thing I love most about the Canton locals, folks. They love you, they treat you good, but don't take advantage. Only jerks park for free. So next time you come to Canton, Ohio, support your local parker and pay up that 20 bucks, kid.
What do you got, cement in your shoes? So.
And here we are, folks, at the legendary Hall of Bus, where all these great men's legacies will be cemented for the rest of eternity, running from the 1960s to right here today. You know, they say when no one's here in the hall and it's quiet, that the bus talk to each other. This is from the great John Madden. What's that, John? I could only imagine some of the conversations.
Oh, you got nothing. Who you? Why don't we get paid like that?
Right here, folks, this is the modern era. 2015 to 2017, guys like Jerome Bettis, Tim Brown, Kenny the Snake Stabler, Tony Dungy. You know, it's kind of mind-blowing to think, all the history that we've seen in here, this is literally the only time you will see the 2017 class not here. The guys that will be here for all of eternity in the Hall of Bus.
Charlie. Charlie.
Willie? Does this stuff keep happening? Willie Rove? Will, how are you?
I'm doing good, Charlie.
What'd you think of Hall of Fame weekend this year?
Always love getting new neighbors.
Yeah. You know, Will, something I always wanted to ask you is, you know, who was the guy when you came into the hall? You were just blown away to be sharing space with him.
I want to talk to Dick Buckers, but he is around the corner.
Oh, man. Well, I'm happy we ran into each other, Will.
Go show the people Blair Buswell's new Tom Benson statue.
All right.
I am very honored to be bringing you the
the hands of Canton, the man, Mr. Blair Buswell, who makes bus very well, right here. Blair, great to have you.
Yeah, great to be here.
It's a pleasure to meet you last year and learn all the history that you've put into a hall of history. And it's great to be here at the unveiling of the new Tom Benson Memorial here at the stadium.
I've been doing the bus for 34 years, and this year I get to show that I can sculpt from the neck down.
Did you ever think your vision would be guiding the NFL Hall of Fame? What's that like when you think about it? Your vision's now guiding the hall.
Yeah, my dream has always been to work for the NFL, especially the Football Hall of Fame. I do have a great team of guys that I've trained to work on these, and I've been pinching myself for 34 years.
When you're attacking an 8-foot piece, what are the challenges to start?
Obviously, I measure him,
Right.
make sure everything is in proportion, but I wanted to capture it's a guy that stepped up wanting to preserve the game he loves. I worked with the gesture to make sure it felt natural.
Yeah. It's like you feel life coming out of your pieces. We all know the rumor John Madden spoke about, and I thought when I walked by John Madden's bus, I heard something the other day, Blair. What I wanted to ask you was, when the heads are in the shop, do they start talking at that point, or do you hear them start talking when they come to the hall?
I'm sure when they get in the room with all their friends, that's what they want to talk
They go
about.
nuts.
They want to razz each other. So that's what they did it as players, and they're doing it now.
Oh my God, they go nuts, folks. I thank you for what you've done for the game of football, what you've done for the country of America, really, with your artwork, and what you continue to do.
It's been a great ride.
Well, folks, we're here, Tom Benson Stadium. Here's the Tom Benson statue and the man who makes Buswell, Blair Buswell. We'll see you later. OB, yeah, look at this. Look at the dome size here, folks, on John Ogden. Our guy Blair Buswell probably had to use 17 pounds of cement to make this one. By far, I'm talking you could fit 2 to 3 Chris Carters in a Jonathan Ogden. It's insane. And when you get here, folks, it barely even fits in the shelf. Look at that. You can't even put a finger in there. It's so big. I heard that Bill Parcells says his prayers every night that Jonathan Ogden doesn't break the shelf and hit the champion in the head. Gee whiz. Folks, the Charlie Booth Show is here in Canton. Jerry Jones is about to be inducted, and we're here with the Wrecking Ball.
Jerry Jones, what he does that I love is that he embraces the fans. And when you embrace the fans, that's like the secret ingredient to every owner, to every coach, everything. You make sure the fans are involved, you make sure you let them know they're important.
I know you got the Super Bowl being Cowboys in the NFC. Who do you got for the AFC this year, Wrecking Ball?
Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to swear, right? Oh, AFC question. That's the first time someone's ever asked me that. You know what?
Give it to the Raiders.
Yeah, you know what? I will give it to the Raiders.
Bruce Matthews, look at that. Oh, I see Irvin about to come out. You kidding me? We said Willie! 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 I can't believe it. Our guy Willie Rope walking out here on the stage. I swear to God. We said Denny!
One of the greatest left tackles ever.
For the young players watching this has got to be so inspiring. You see these guys from every generation, people grew up admiring, wanting to emulate, and now they're out here on the stage as your opener? Hey guys, Charlie Boots here from the Canton Civic Center, and we are at the official wrap-up event of the 2017 Enshrinement class. This is the Hall of Fame Roundtable, where all this year's inductees will be sitting here for an intimate discussion. Their lives from home to the hall. Look who we found, our buddy, the mayor. Mayor, how are you? Is this your first time at the event?
Hello, Charlie again, and hello, Michael, and look who's walking up here to join us right now.
Another stud, another stud. JR, the Canton Bulldogs.
Hey, I saw you and Justin Timberlake. Are you a dancer now? I saw you at the Jerry Jones party.
Whatever they pay Boots for, if the pay is right, I'll show up for the job. And folks, we're bringing football in to the 2017 season. And folks, here we are with the man himself, President David Baker.
Charlie, the best 4 days in football, the most inspiring place on earth, and I think this was a great class of character for us. I mean, these guys, really stand for something special. I think they showed that in their life stories last night. I've always respected the Hall. I think that it's not only about the history, but it's about how we take that history and the things it represents. It's not just an old helmet or an old jersey in the glass. For some of these guys, it represents tens of thousands of hours of sweat and blood and toil and the people that cared in their life and the people that helped them up when they got knocked down. And we got to take all those values that represents and pass them into that next generation.
To all of our Hall of Famers, past and present, and their families, thank you, congratulations, and welcome to Canton.
From the Denver Broncos, Terrell Davis, legendary Jerry Jones, the Dolphins, Jason Taylor, San Diego Chargers, LaDainian Tomlinson, Kurt Warner, Morton Anderson, Seattle Seahawks, Kenny Easley,